Howdy, neighbor. Welcome to our business model canvas.
Any Hoosenheimer, we got our business model canvas today. We're going to be doing the company Uber. We got our group partners Connor Campbell, Kyle Kernow, Zachary Clinch, myself Eric Mackey, and Megan Shellhammer. With no further ado, this is our business model canvas.
Thanks, Eric. Now let's jump into our value proposition. Our company, Uber, has developed an application to help smartphone users seeking transportation effectively and seamlessly coordinate and connect with available drivers through real-time geolocation technology. So the product that Uber is offering its customers is a phone application to connect drivers to consumers looking for a ride. Some of the main gain creators are comfortable and safe rides, and the ability to select your own driver based on preferences and driver reviews, as well as price and arrival estimation. Some of the main pain relievers are avoiding time spent waiting on or looking for a cab, unpredictable arrival times, and the unknown price of your drive. The idea behind this business profile is that Uber wants to align their gain creators and pain relievers with their customer segment.
Thanks, Megan. Now moving on to Uber's customer profile. Uber's customer jobs consist of individuals looking for a ride to a specific location. Customer gains that customers would gain by using Uber can include real-time geolocation technology that allows you to track your driver at each and every turn. Another useful feature Uber offers through their app is the automatic credit card payment system. This streamlines payments upon arrival at the destination, which eliminates the need for cash. A pain that Uber would alleviate for customers is the time spent looking for a cab, as well as unknown arrival times and unknown prices. Ideally, Uber would be creating thousands of these customer segments, depending upon who they would want to market to.
Now let's take a further look at Uber's business model canvas. We'll start with the key partners. A few of these are the drivers, lawyers, credit card providers, safe commute applications, driving services, and investors. These key partners are crucial for Uber because they're going to be trying to work alongside them to bring the most value they can to their customer.
So, taking a look at the key activities. These key activities are internal operations that Uber performs on a daily basis to maintain a presence in the ride-sharing market. These are as listed below. We have linking drivers with consumers, maintaining social media presence, community involvement, rules, regulations, and laws, developing new features and maintaining technology platforms, hiring/recruiting drivers and driving services, and expanding to new locations. Coming back to the value proposition, these are the kinds of things that Uber are trying to provide for their consumers. Automatic payments, time saving, higher wages for drivers, ability to select drivers based on preference, geolocation technology so drivers can find passengers and passengers can also find drivers, drivers work on their own schedule, safe commute partnerships, and a fair estimation.
Bringing it into customer relationships, the kind of relationships that Uber is trying to form are strong, healthy, long-term relationships. This is to ensure continued use of their product, and the primary reason for this is that they want to have enough consumers consistently using their products so that the drivers have enough value brought to them. Within Uber's business model, they use a thing called the price surge model, which is an algorithm. This algorithm rewards high demand for their product in which they can increase the commission that they pay their drivers. This is crucial that they form these strong, healthy, long relationships because if they don't, these taxi drivers that are currently working for Uber are going to go back to some of the more established companies in big cities like LA and New York.
Moving on to the customer segments portion, we look at 5 major areas where Uber uses its customers. First off, we take a look at heavily populated city residents. Heavily populated areas that Uber is currently running in are Seattle, Los Angeles, and New York. Our next segment, which includes younger generation technology users, is more inclined to use applications like Uber. This coincides with our next segment, which is smartphone users who download the app to use Uber. Our next segment includes middle-tier income users who are able to afford slightly higher rates, including adults and young college students. Finally, we move into our final segment of bar and alcohol users, which probably includes a lot of you out in the audience today.
Now let's take a look at some of the key resources that Uber implements to get these things done. The first one is cutting-edge technology. Uber is the first of its kind and can also maybe be discussed as a disruptive technology. It's important that they continue to use this resource and develop further upon their product to stay ahead of the game, especially with competition such as Lyft. The second is the large amount of drivers they have per city. It is really easy to become a driver for Uber, and the application process requires no certifications prior. This would almost seem illegal, but Uber has gotten away with it by defining themselves as a media platform in which they just link drivers to consumers. Finally, we look at the partnerships with gas stations and safe commute applications that Uber has been using in the past. So these partnerships are important because they're allowing their drivers to get cheaper gas at gas stations by using their Uber credit card, as well as the safe commute applications, which allow you to share your location with friends or track your ride home so that your friends will know when you get home safe.
Pulling into the next lane, we have channels, which are different ways that Uber can communicate with their consumers. The first channel we'll talk about are app stores. Currently, app stores are the only way for consumers to obtain Uber's product. A little fun fact, some Android devices now come with Uber pre-downloaded to the phone, so users don't have to go into the app store and download it themselves. In addition, Uber also offers a website which features a news forum where consumers can go and be more engaged with the other users in the community. This is great for Uber because it allows the community to be more actively involved with their product. Finally, Uber has their social media platforms such as their Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. These platforms give Uber a vehicle to reward their customers for using their service.
So let's take a look at Uber's cost structure. One thing that's been costing them a lot of money right now are legal fees because people are questioning whether or not Uber is actually legal, and they're experiencing lawsuits from taxi unions. Another fee is marketing costs and insurance, as well as commission that they pay to their drivers. Additionally, Uber incurs costs associated with application development to keep their app up to date and maintained, as well as information storage and security for people's credit cards, as well as website, server, and technology maintenance.
Moving on to revenue streams, Uber acquires much of their revenue through partnerships with partnering with firms such as Goldman Sachs. They also earn revenue through, obviously, their consumers using their Uber services for rides. Additionally, they also receive revenue through the advertising that advertisers put on their app and website. Uber's price surging algorithm allows them to accurately charge consumers based on the traffic of demand for Uber services.
All right, guys, to wrap up our business model canvas, let's take a look at some of the customer channels that we have here at Uber. So to get awareness, we have things such as event sponsorships, word of mouth, community engagement, and high wages for drivers. This brings us to physical indirect, which are things such as retailer advertisements and celebrity endorsements of the product. For virtual direct, we have the avenues that are their website, social media, their app store, obviously, customer reviews and an incentive, which is the free $20 for the first ride with Uber. So using other virtual methods that are more indirect, they use social media, obviously, such as Facebook and Instagram, as well as television shows who aren't necessarily partners of Uber, but use Uber as a vehicle for entertainment, such as Jimmy Kimmel. So how do Uber keep their customer relationships? Well, a few of the physical direct methods are that they're a reliable, safe service. They've been proven over the years, and people are staying with the company because they know they can get home safe. Secondly, they give good wages to their drivers. This incentivizes drivers to stay with Uber rather than go back to the taxi companies they were probably previously working for. On the more virtual side of things, Uber offers a lot of follow-up promotions to people who are continually using Uber to get rides, as well as a VIP service which is called Uber Lux. And this VIP service is just more incentives for people to stay involved with the product. Finally, they have group discounts and a solid reputation, which all allow Uber to keep their customers. To finalize our talk about customer relationships, Uber grows their product through innovation. This is a huge vehicle because without stepping up their game on a continual basis, then other companies such as Lyft may add new features which incentivize customers to transition from Uber to Lyft. Also, with Uber's increase in popularity, they've found the revenue to expand to new cities. Recently, there's been news that Uber is even going to be coming to Missoula, which is a huge indicator that the company is growing, which is of course a result of some of the other factors that are allowing them to grow, which is that they provide the reliable, safe service, and they also have the partnerships with gas rewards and security applications that are ensuring that everyone gets to their destination safely. Of course, virtually, they're doing the same things that we mentioned earlier, which include Twitter, Facebook, and social media. These are avenues for almost any company these days to grow their consumer base, in which they reward you for spreading the word about their product.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Uber Squad today. We just wanted to say thank you very much, and we'd appreciate if you check us out on YouTube again. Anyway, this is Connor, Eric, Kyle, Megan, and Clinch. Take care.